Your pole barn just survived a major storm. The wind has stopped, the hail is gone, and now you're looking at your building and wondering, what do I do now? The next 24 hours can determine whether your insurance claim goes smoothly or turns into a nightmare that costs you thousands of dollars. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you should and shouldn't do after the building has damage. Let's get into it. So step one is make sure it's safe. The very first thing isn't checking the roof, it's making sure everything is safe around you. If you see down power lines, structural damage, or your building looks like it's leaning, just stay away from it. If there's any question about structure, wait until it's safe before entering. Once you know it's safe, that's when we can move on to step two, and that's document everything. This is a common mistake most people make. They immediately start cleaning up right after the storm. But before you move a single piece of debris, take photos and take lots of them. Here's a list of things you want to capture. Every side of the building, the roof, interior damage, equipment damage, vehicles, fencing, trees, and if you can safely do it, take video too. Walk around the building slowly and narrate what you're seeing. So step three is prevent more damage. Insurance expects you to prevent additional damage. So if water is pouring through the roof, cover it up with a tarp. If a door is hanging open, secure it. If insulation is getting soaked, move vulnerable items away from the leak. But don't start repairing the building yet. Temporary protection, yes. Permanent repairs, wait. So now on to step four, and that's call your insurance company. Once you've documented everything, contact your insurance company. They'll likely ask for photos, videos, and a description of what happened. So one important thing is to keep every receipt. If you buy tarps, need emergency materials, or have temporary repairs made, save every receipt from that. So step five, and this is super important, don't assume damage is only what you can see. This is something our repair and renovations team see all the time. People notice a dented roof, but they miss things underneath. Storms can also damage roof screws, ridge caps, trim, gutters, doors, trusses, purlins, structural columns. Sometimes the biggest damage isn't even visible from the ground. So step six, have the building inspected. Even if your building still looks okay, have it inspected. A professional knows where the storm damage likes to hide. They'll be checking things most pole barn owners never even look at. And if you'd like to know exactly what an inspection covers, be sure to check the link in the description. It'll take you to the FBI Buildings Inspection Report so you can see the areas that the professionals evaluate after a storm. So on to step seven, don't wait too long. This is probably the biggest mistake. People think, I'll deal with it next month, but water damage spreads, small leaks become big leaks. Wet insulation loses effectiveness, wood can begin to deteriorate, and the repair bill keeps growing. The sooner you address it, the better. So let's recap. After storm damage, make sure it's safe, document everything, prevent additional damage, contact your insurance company, have the building professionally inspected, and don't delay repairs. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe, because every week we're answering the questions pole barn owners ask the most. And if there's another storm-related topic you'd like us to cover, leave it in the comment section down below. We might feature it in a future video. Thanks for watching, and as always, build with confidence.